season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration. Senior Day. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
The Hurricanes head coach told me before the game, one of the things Coach talked to me about was just the importance of getting their quarterback going. This transfer quarterback has been everything they needed and more. They are so grateful they picked him up in the portal. And now today, he is close to going over 3,000 yards for the season. They feel confident with the script. They meet every Friday night to see exactly what plays the quarterback likes. So they are confident they'll get him that mark early in the game. I'll keep you posted to how that looks down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Left side, it's Vaughn.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The run inside. It's Pringle. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And we kind of wondered coming into this game, did they want to run it up the middle? Do they want to run it near that big fella at defensive tackle? Because he's a grown man, makes plays all over the field. They try him early. I wonder if they'll keep trying it, because we haven't seen a lot of people week in and week out that has been able to block that big fella.
Trying to sweat through and pick it up. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Grab behind the line. It's Vaughn. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Comes down, it's Gilbert. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Escapes the pressure going right. At midfield, he's got room. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
And, man, that's impressive because I feel like this QB, he knew it, Reese. Like, he knew exactly where he needed to get to. He drops back. He wants to pass the football, but he's like, I got plenty of space to get the first down.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. There he goes to the right. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3-and-out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He'll be dropped.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Right down the gut of the field. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Straight ahead, it's Mobley. Turning it on. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
Right back to the well. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Out wide right, it's Mobley. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
The running back has it. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. To the back. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Going to try to get it himself. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. Keeps it himself. He'll pitch it. Here, got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the first down. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. From the gun, it's Pringle. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. A quick break in the action here as they tend to the injured Hurricane. That's the sophomore running back there taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Mensah. Catch in the middle, it's Vaughn. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up, way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Caught. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Here's Mensah to throw. Under pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the grab, in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you... how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Second and long here. Rid of it on the RPO. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Gets the back moving. Carr from the gun on third down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25.
You know what's always a good idea? Getting it to your best playmaker. That's a good idea. Whether it's shallow, whether it's deep, this guy can make things happen. He's lightning in a bottle when he catches the football. And that pass, it was short, but watch him. He can make guys miss, outrun, turn those little bitty catches into big plays.
Carr. Quick completion on the out. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Punt is in the air. Not a lot of room to make this catch, and the returner will be brought down. Here come the Irish back on offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. He's changing the play. Sends it back in motion. Here's Carr to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. And they got him.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. They'll try the left side. There he goes. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Here on third down for this offense.
Booster. Return. Slide. Sweep. Bubba. Return. Where did he go?
Throwing, Carr. Escapes the pressure to his right. Throwing on the run. Right side, it's Porter. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Into the house. Touchdown, Irish. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. From inside the 10, here he comes. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Mensah. Here comes the heat. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Moving the pocket, it's Carr. Look out! Buying some time. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, I think you're seeing a lot of resiliency from this quarterback these last couple of plays. Got sacked on first down. It's second in California. And that last scramble, I know it didn't get the first, but it at least makes this third down a whole lot more manageable now. Let's see if he can make a play here and keep his offense on the field.
Play action, C.J. Carr. The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage, and he'll take the loss. And the field goal unit is on the field. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Splits the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Long way to go on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Maybe a crease. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. What an impact from that last explosive play. They were pinned down in their own territory, now 1st and 10 from their own 45. Fresh set of downs going up top. Got it in the middle, it's Pringle. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Selling the fake. This one's complete. And the Canes racing to the line in the hurry up. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. It's complete to the left. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Running inside. It's Fletcher. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Throwing, Mensah. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. We start with Tennessee taking on the number 23 team, the Vanderbilt Commodores.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
And it's the Volunteers, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. And hey, look at that. They double up their win total in a very disappointing 2-10 season. Here now, a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the American Conference.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Rush right in his face. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Scoop and scored. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're now down 31-17. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Deep in the end zone, it's Perez. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Takes the handoff, it's Mobley. Breaks into the open. The 50. The 30. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They'll try to add another to their lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football.
He's got it! Wide open on the right. Carried it all the way down to the 35-yard line before they finally got him stopped.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
They're all over him. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. A pick 6. On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Here's Mensah to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Looking for the marker. Fighting off the defender. And he's not even close to the line to gain, and the defense makes the stop.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on fourth and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down play.
Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work.
Down, ready. Clear 30, clear 30.
Making the adjustment on the play.
29 belts. Ready, go.
On the run, it's Mobley. Turning it on. The 30. The 20. Inside. He is in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. A quick break in the action here as they tend to the injured Hurricane. You hate to see an injury any time. Holly's going to keep an eye on that and get us up to date on what the situation is. RPO complete to open the drive.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
The Canes in a good spot here with second and short. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line.
Tip. Hey, grill. Come on, go.
Mensah. Fighting for it. It's Fletcher. Gets away from one, finds room. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Hurricanes want to pick up the tempo.
28, higher. Red, blue 40, Wilkes. Blue 40, Wilkes. Here we go. Flag. Seeker. Oh, zone. Come on, flow. Hey, Tino.
Wants to throw one first. Throws to the back. Snagged in the middle. It's Fletcher. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Quick give. It's Fletcher. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Thunder. Blue 42. Crimson 14. BCS box. Crimson 14. BCS. Laser.
Motion from the wideout.
Boss, boss, boss. Elbow.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And the Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Looking for the score. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Hits inside. It's Fletcher. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Canes! PAT unit on the field. And it's perfect. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. He'll bring it out. It's Barres. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking for room. It's Walton. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. The run inside. It's Mobley. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. There he goes. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
See some running room. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The give on the counter. Stopped right there.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. This quarterback part of their running game. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Carr rushes on, and it's a sack.
Well, this offensive line has got to do a better job. They've now given up way too many sacks. This poor quarterback is running for his life. They've got to shore up and do a better job on the offensive line.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Turns up, it's Gilbert. Oh, he's got some space. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Fires it incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Out wide right, it's Gilbert. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together. And you finally force the 3rd down, and they get the first down again. And so starting to sub some bodies because they're getting a little bit tired. They've got to find a way to get a 3rd down stop.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
How impressive has this guy been throwing the ball today, especially after the game he had last week throwing 3 interceptions? He turned the page, he got himself focused for this game, and he's been making outstanding decisions all day long.
The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here.